I need new glasses. These are temporary replacements, so that's not important. What is important that we're going to be doing a 2-part Blockbuster episode. The first film we've got is a straight-to-TV movie called My Magic Dog. Man, don't you just love those talking dog movies? Don't you? Oh man, I love talking dog movies. I love all of them because they're practically the same movie, just disguised as something slightly different. Dog's ghost returns to help boy win custody battle, fight bullies, and find his loving, but shy, stepdad a nice girlfriend. There's actually grammar errors in this IMDb description. So our main character is a boy named Toby with a single dad who's always trying to get a girlfriend, a loyal pet dog, and a neighbor best friend who just happens to have a single mom. I wonder if they're going to get together later. He also has an evil aunt who hates children and animals and loves money, practically generic villain copy and paste of Cruella de Vil. Oh yeah, and there's these 2 bumbling bullies always picking on Toby. So the evil aunt finds out very early on that the will of Toby's dead mom says that if she were to be the legal guardian of Toby, then she would get all the money. So armed with a lawyer and everything, the evil aunt sets out to try and separate the single father from Toby. So you're probably wondering, well, where does the magic dog come out in all of this? Well, this happens.
He's getting on me!
Come on, boy, get up. You're okay.
It happens like 30 minutes in a kid's movie. And then the dog goes like Super Saiyan or something. Okay. I'm assuming that's the dog's soul or the ghost because that's how the dog's magic. It comes back as a ghost, as a spirit.
Zip zap zoom bomb I'm a ghost dog. Look at me, I'm a magic dog.
The reason that happened was because the dog was chasing after the bullies because the bullies were paid by the evil aunt to sneak into the house and get the will, which is in this metal box. And so that's exactly what they did. Late at night, they snuck into the house, they got the box with the will in it, and then the dog chased after them, and then the dog got hit. And then the dog becomes a ghost. As if that wasn't enough, the dog talks.
Hey, Toby. We're still in the hideout. It's now or never.
And it sounds like someone doing a mediocre Patrick Star impression. That's basically the rest of the movie. The kids are trying to figure out why the bullies did it, why they were trying to steal the will, all the while trying to, dodge the evil aunt, and also they're trying to hook the parents up together. They do it several times throughout the movie, and almost every time they have to have this I'm assuming he's supposed to be like the comedic relief of the film. It's this Italian waiter guy who's pulling on the most Mario stereotypical Italian accent.
Hey, welcome, my friend.
Vito.
Come in, please. Me and the kid, we got it worked out. Yes, come on.
While all that is going on, the bullies are hiding in the woods in what is actually a pretty decent hideout. Like, they actually stay there for like weeks, which makes me wonder, where the hell are their parents? Like, do they wonder about any of this? Do they know that their kids committed a crime and accepted a bribe from a grown-ass adult to steal things? So the thing with them is they're hiding in this little hideout in the woods, and the dog keeps showing up in his spirit form to torment them and make them believe that they have a curse put on them.
Oh boy, it's gonna be great. Here we go. The knuckleball for the knucklehead.
This comes into play near the end of the movie where they actually get tormented so much in wacky, zany, Kmart Home Alone style shenanigans to where they actually turn themselves into the cops.
I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There's no escape. The file box. I want it.
Little acid to wash up his
Yeah!
Let us get in the back before it's too late. Yeah. Oh, whoa. What is it, spaghetti? They wanted the file box, but...
Spaghetti. It's spaghetti.
One thing I just gotta point out before we actually finish this movie, because there's really not much to say about it. The one thing I want to point out, and this happens in almost every talking animal movie, there's always the obligatory reaction shot where you see a human doing something stupid or cringy, and then it shows the animals and they have like the trademark reaction like, huh? Or, where they put their arm over their face. It happens in almost every talking animal movie and is such a cliche. So after the single mom and single dad seem like they're gonna end up together, the evil aunt steps in, is about to take Toby away until the magic dog, the titular magic dog, goes out into the woods, finds where the box was buried, and then brings it back. And then they find the will, and guess what? He doesn't have to live with the evil aunt anymore.
Do you see what I see?
It appears that a miscarriage of justice has been narrowly averted. I apologize, Mr. Emerson. I don't think the state needs to pursue this matter any further.
Cool!
You know, evil aunt, you probably would have gotten away with your plans if you, I don't know, burned it or shredded it. Why did you bury it? Did you really think that was a good idea? It could have been found easily.
I just came from the home of Larry and Harry Duzimski, and they told me that you paid them to break into the Emerson's house and steal one gray tin file box.
Nonsense!
I knew it. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Oh, impossible!
I don't think so.
So the evil aunt is sent to jail. Toby's dad and female best friend's mom end up getting together. And the movie ends with Toby's next birthday where he gets a present. And it's a new dog.
Wow! Cool! Thanks, Dad.
Look at his collar, son.
Luckier.
Get it? They called it Luckier because the original dog's name was Lucky. That's actually pretty twisted if you think about it. I really don't know what to say about this one, to be honest. I mean, it's bad, but it's just crappy late 90s ABC Family Disney Channel straight to TV crap. That's really it. Nothing to really get pissed about. It's just generic crap. The movie's production is just slightly better than Flying Ryan, because Flying Ryan, you can definitely tell that was like a budget where it was going to be straight to DVD. This was a straight to TV production, so they had a little bit more money to work with. It's not great, but it's better than the effects in Flying Ryan or something like Birdemic. The biggest problem with this movie is, like I said, it's just generic. I mean, if you've seen one of these like cutesy, crappy family straight-to-video movies, like, you've practically seen them all. A lot of the same points. It's kid with single parent, then they have a dog, and then something, like some kind of divine intervention happens with the dog, and, you know, there's usually, like, bumbling, like, incompetent villains who are working for someone, and they're trying to steal something. It's dumb. That's really the best way of putting it. It's dumb. Not the worst movie I've ever seen. I'd actually sit through this again. Okay, pause the video right here. If I can say something out of character, you know, from the creator perspective. I remember trying to watch this movie with my friends, like in 2013. We tried sitting through it. We got 30 minutes in, and we just said, you know what? As soon as the dog went Super Saiyan, soul went up into heaven, whatever, as soon as that happened, we all just decided to turn it off. But then again, this is before we looked at stuff like, you know, plumbers don't wear ties, where the dead go to die, all that kind of stuff. So part of me feels like if we did try to rewatch this again as a crew, we probably could have gotten through it. All in all, My Magic Dog is just whatever. It's a whatever movie. That's really it. Cop Dog. No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to look that up.
One cop dog letter. Ha ha ha.
That was just the same movie.